What it do, boo? I hope you're well. Today we're gonna be talking about how we're like trees. I have been wanting to talk about this for forever and a motherfucking day. That was kind of crazy. The beauty of trees and how we humans can embody the beauty and the nature of trees. I'm in everything dominant except for earth. I have a whole lot of fire and water going on in my chart, and that's great and all, you know, very intuitive, very creative, very passionate energy. But where's a groundedness? Only earth placement I really have is my Virgo Venus, which I love so much, thank you. But even stepping into that energy and that field took so much time for me to like truly understand and integrate into my being. Me comparing myself to trees and using trees as an analogy for my journey towards groundedness and knowing myself and understanding myself has taken me so far, bro. Trees have more than one purpose, baby. They are here for a multitude of reasons. They are home to not only insects, animals, but also us, and they give us shelter. They help damn near everything. Okay, they transmute. If y'all didn't know this, y'all know the bombings and the train wrecks that happened not too long ago in Chicago. If not Chicago, it was somewhere else, but it was a couple of train accidents that happened throughout the country. And if y'all ain't know, the acid and the toxins that were released in the air that eventually turned into acid rain and just fucked up so much, messed up so much in terms of our nature, whatever. A lot of that could have been prevented if people planted trees around the accident with where it happened, because the trees would have absorbed that and transmuted it into like fertile soils. But no, the government just let the acid and the toxins be, so it gets in our water and stuff, and we would end up getting sick and we would die. Trees also regulate water and the water flow, everything with water. And if you're thinking symbolically, because I love thinking symbolically, it regulates our emotions and our emotional nature. I say that all to say they are very selfless. Like, it just does its job beautifully at that. Trees being selfless and doing them how they be doing them is us in our prime. Like, when we humans are at our highest vibration, at the highest level, baby, we are selfless. We are giving. We are there for the community and for the collective. And we're not greedy. We're not stagnant. We're not like operating from an unbalanced root energy. The opposite of us being at our highest and our prime is being at our lowest, obviously, but it's also us being in survival mode. I feel like survival mode is like the universal low consciousness and low consciousness ways of the zodiac, right? Because if you're thinking astrology, you have 12 signs of the zodiac, and you have the conscious and the unconscious ways of each of the signs. We all have these energies, all 12 energies of each sign in ourselves. If we go and don't do the self-work, we're gonna stay in that prime, in that root survival energy of each of the signs. But when we do the work, like trees, which I'm gonna get into, baby, we flourish and we just raise all the vibrations around us and in us and within us. For example, Leo at her lowest could steal the spotlight, be very selfish and greedy in an almost narcissistic way. Leo could be very like victimhood, oh pity me, this, that, the third. But at her prime, Leo gives the spotlight and shares the spotlight with people, because the sun, right, which is what Leo is ruled by, the sun shines a light on everything that it touches. So people who are Leos or have Leo placements or depending on whatever house Leo sits in your chart, that's where you shine a light. That's where you have the opportunity to shine a light on other people and share the spotlight. When Leo works on the boundaries and quits with the victimhood, baby, the empath energy is there, and it's strong and it's healing. Cancer at her lowest could take things very emotionally, or personal, be very manipulative. A higher vibrational Cancer or higher vibrational Cancerian energy could use her intuitive energy in order to empathize with people, stick to and increase her own personal boundaries, and have boundaries with her own emotions. So she understands the ebbs and the flows with the tides and things. Those were just examples. Moving on. We can also dive into the masculine and feminine energies, which we all have a balance within our own individuals. Everybody's masculine, everybody's feminine. That's it. Everybody has it. It expresses itself differently. Trauma, our childhood experiences, our puberty experiences can really shape and mold and set a wave or set a path towards how we express and how we feel about our own masculine and our own feminine energy. Those are the roots, right? Those are the foundations. Now, it's important that we heal and we transmute the foundation of who we are, right? Set the foundation of who you are. Who are you?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
If somebody was to ask, who is this person? What would your answer be? My answer is, I'm still figuring it out. And of course, we're still learning ourselves. Life is about learning yourself, to be honest. But you should have an answer available. Who is she? And you know what? I feel like Pisces placements could have some difficulty answering that question because y'all are nebulas for real. But baby, you a nebula. That's okay. That's your answer. Set your foundation on the type of person you are and the type of person that you strive to be. Your morals, your standards, your energy, what you bring to the table, your compassion, your laughter, your jokes, your hobbies, your comedy. Who are you? Are you sarcastic? Are you corny? Are you hurt? Are you in pain right now? Because if you are, those emotions are giving you way towards what it is that needs to be targeted within yourself. Address the foundation. What is your foundation telling you right now? Those are the roots of the tree. The foundation of a tree are the roots. What are your roots looking like? Now we're moving on to the trunk of a tree. The trunk of the tree, the way I see it, it's like your manifestations manifesting itself. Your intentions, your seed that you planted are starting to manifest itself. The trunk is like the focus and the consistency that you put towards the seeds that you plant. What are your goals looking like? What seeds have you planted within yourself and for yourself? How are they growing? It's interesting too because tree trunks like de-shed every single year. Girl, those are cycling. Just how we go through cycles where we have to cleanse and clear things away in order to allow new blessings to come our way. Y'all see the correlation? I feel like the trunk of a tree can show you the conditions of your manifestations and your intentions. How is it taking place? How are you growing and glowing? What is that journey looking like right now? The trunk of a tree is literally the growing pains and the growing stages of those seeds that you planted. It's beautiful, right? It's like, how are you setting yourself up for growth? That's what the trunk asks. Remember, ultimately, with the Most High, you grow to serve. Serve looks. When you just mind your business, you're gonna grow and grow and grow and grow and become so tall and strong. We love to see it. And then with that focus and that consistency, you'll start growing branches. I see the branches as wisdom, expanding itself. It's expanded knowledge. Wisdom beginning to show. It's like practicing what you preach. Pointing in and really absorbing the lessons that you have learned and have been learning. The branches are just like, branches grow on a tree when the tree decides and knows that it's time to share. Because when the seed is planted and the trunk is starting to grow, that's like you being in hermit mode. You gotta be in hermit mode for a while in order to get to your goals and start working towards what it is you're working towards. You can't just always be sharing that around with people. You can't share the fruits of your labor if you don't even have fruit. Like, the branches start growing, baby, when you start doing the work. The branches are like, baby, don't give up just yet. I'm here and I'm coming. I'm coming. That's what she says. It's also interesting to think about when a tree's branch falls off, it regrows tree bark around that area of where the branch fell off. And I think that's where, like, you see like the little eye shapes on the trees. Or if you see like the birch tree and you see like the eye shapes, baby, branches were there before. Did you know that? Did you know that? The process is a little more complicated, but that's basically what happens, okay? And it becomes stronger after. When we heal from our traumas and the things that really have caused us pain and discomfort and imbalance within, we become stronger after all of that. That's why everything you have been through, you've been through it for a reason. You don't think it hurt the tree to let a branch go? You don't think the tree was like, it's like battle scars. Your battle scars make you stronger. Your battle scars are literally stronger pieces of skin. I think. I'm not a doctor. The leaves and the fruits of a tree begin to show itself when we are in a place to give and share. Giving and sharing could be knowledge, it could be tangible things, it could be love, good energy, good company. The leaves of a tree, the way I see it, it protects your crown while keeping your foundation covered. It keeps the foundation protected, and that's why leaves fall. In the fall, when the leaves fall, it protects the soil and the roots from the cold. AKA you eating warm, aligned food during the warmer months and taking in your sun and water, connecting with the full bloom of the season, connecting with the beautiful presentation of the spring and the summer that nature has been working so hard for us to show us. During the fall and the winter, nature's like, hold on, I need my alone time right now. But then in the spring and the summer, it's like, baby, look at me in full bloom. Look at how I've been growing and glowing. The leaves touch each other in the spring from tree to tree, and that's like community showing up for each other. The seasons of fall and winter means that we learn in cycles, baby, but the only way is up. If any tree is given the opportunity to grow how it wants to grow and how it should grow, baby, them shit's gonna take over us. Like, we would all be living in tree houses right now. For real. Me saying that also makes me want to mention what's natural will always prevail. Look at the way that trees grow through concrete and shake the tables. That shit's crazy. I be walking down the block and I'm like, damn, this concrete's mad raised. Like, I'm gonna trip on myself. And it's interesting because a lot of people usually try to keep like the tree part, groomed and like in a certain size, but baby, the roots are always working. The roots are always like, bitch, I'm still growing, glowing, and I'm still expanding my foundation. That's really interesting. And then we have people constantly, our community and everything, constantly working on the streets in order to have the sidewalks be leveled and have the street not have cracks in the street. And I personally just found that to be very beautiful, a very beautiful thought to think, because our conditioning to maintain our matrix, maintain this stuck, traumatized conditioned, boring, routine ass life, aka the unnatural, will always be disrupted when you know yourself. When you are sure of yourself and when you are grounded in who you are, baby, nobody can stop you. Trees stick to their purpose no matter what the weather is, doesn't matter what the condition is, doesn't matter how we abuse them. Baby, they stick to their job and their purpose. And that's so beautiful. We stay cutting them down. We stay cutting off their branches when they don't want their branches to be cut off. We stay abusing them in so many ways. And it's like, who gave you the authority to do that? People use trees. Blessed trees, blessed gifts from nature to lynch people. What the fuck? Bro. I need a break real quick. Like, do you see how we abuse trees and people? Bruh, it's so frustrating. And everything, don't get me wrong, everything in life needs maintenance. The empress needs her emperor. Because if you grow your garden without maintaining it, if you just stay growing and growing without like grooming yourself, having certain stops down the road just to self-reflect, baby, it's gonna be chaos and it's gonna be messy. If you don't have that moment of self-reflection, girl, everything needs maintenance. But the things that are unnatural are very detrimental to the overall chi and energy of a person. Your chi, your life force energy is the best when you stick to what's natural for you. So I say that to say, baby, be the empress, be the emperor in your life. Be both of them. Connect with your brightest light in the summer. Clean up and rake the leaves. Retain the sun's energy in the fall, baby. Get ready to wind down after the party and rest in the winter. Instill your wisdom and stretch yourself out in the spring. It's like a Jericho rose growing in water. Understanding all of this has really helped me ground myself and understand where I'm at in my journey of being sure of myself. There are 1,000,010 ways that we can compare ourselves to trees, but those were some that just naturally have been coming to me, and I've been seeing like the synchronicities in people and in trees, and I just wanted to share it with you. I hope that it helps you understand yourself more and understand where you're grounded and how your goals are manifesting themselves, how your characteristics and your behaviors and attitude and perspective is manifesting itself into your being and helping you grow into the tree that you are. Baby, we taking groundedness to a whole new motherfucking level. Groundedness means something completely different now that I understand this and I see this analogy. Is that the right word? So strongly. And I'm just so grateful, and I'm so grateful for nature. So which stage of a tree's process are you in right now? What does each stage in this process feel like for you right now? What do your foundations feel like? What do your leaves feel like? Do you water them? Are you watering yourself? Are you at who's married? Those are my thoughts. If you have anything to add, please share them with me. I want to know what you're thinking and what you thought about our this comparison to us being like trees. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your motherfucking day. Make sure you drink your water and bless up.